Go.
Okay, I'm Rebecca Koger.
I'm Katie Mastrin.
I'm Maya.
I'm Rachel Ray.
Susie Mastrin.
And we are at the HCC Performing Arts Center at November 2nd. We listened to three movements.
No, there was like 3 movements in each piece.
We listened to
Louder.
3 songs with 3 movements.
Louder.
3 movements and 3 songs. Okay.
Keep going.
The first was a duo for violin, viola, and G major by Mozart. The second was Souvenir d'un Loup Cher, Opus 42 by Tchaikovsky, and the third was Romanian folk dances, which included 6 different dances by Bela Bartok.
Susie?
Okay, so during the music, we saw how each of the players moved, and they moved a lot with the music, and they seemed to like move more when the dynamics got louder, and they seemed to move a little bit less when it got quieter, and they seemed to move together.
Great. Okay. Back to Katie.
Okay, so in the 2 second pieces, there was the violin and the viola, not the violin, the violin and the piano playing, and I noticed that they didn't really like kind of interact well. Like the violinists had their back turned to the pianist, so they didn't really like look at each other. So like they weren't really looking at each other, but you could tell they were listening because they were together like the entire time.
Okay, Maya?
Oh, one thing I noticed was that they were using really long bows, and on almost all the notes they were using vibrato. And
Okay.
During the whole thing, I had my eyes closed to close distraction. So I was listening to the song mostly, and I noticed that with each song, within each movement, the first one would almost always be a slow piece. So like kind of like when the second song, the meditation was kind of like depressing and sad, but then it got to the second like movement, it would be like really exciting and really like I was actually dancing to some of the music. And I was like so it like gave me like a catharsis of emotions.
That's good.
Okay. The subdivision between both musicians and all the pieces of the violin and the violinist and the violist in the first piece, they'd look at each other and like match their bow length, and they'd breathe together so that they would start at the same time. And like Katie said, with the pianist and the violinist in the second 2 pieces, they weren't really looking at each other, but they would match each other by listening to each other because they weren't looking at each other. So.
So wrap it up then. Everybody do a wrap up.
That concludes.
I have one more comment.
Okay.
In the first song, when the violin played, there was one part that I really liked where they were doing a scale, and the violin would start it but stop, and the viola would continue it, but it sounded like one instrument the whole time. They were in such like harmony together.
Great. What did you guys learn about the people who were playing? Huh?
They are all very world-renowned. They're well-known throughout the world, and they played with a lot of people. The violist is from the Houston Symphony.
Oh, wait, okay. Now let's get somebody else. How about you, Maya?
oh, well, can I just talk about something like?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I've also been working on like my hand position, my bow position, and so I was looking at theirs, and like it's what my teacher told me to do, which is like bring up your hand, you know, and also with their bow, they were like, I don't know how to talk about it, but when they were doing a down bow, they were like, their wrist was going down, you know, and that's what I've been trying to work on.
So that helped you?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Some more about the people that played?
I was pretty much going to say what Rachel said.
Where are they from? What did they do? How do they know each other?
Oh,
Rachel Riddle.
No, you know. Okay, Suze, because I want to get everybody equal time on the camera.
Well, I didn't read this, but she told me that apparently the violist and the pianist are married.
Yes, that's right. And there's somebody in the Houston Symphony? Who's in the Houston Symphony? Which one?
Violist.
Who?
Violist.
Right. Okay. Anything else?
no.
Okay.
concludes our
Are you glad you
video-
came today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
concludes our video PCP semester 1.
Right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.